have discussed about 7 types of graphs. I hope you remember all these. So let's start with the most important topic that comes now, differentiation. Okay, differentiation and integration are two very important things that is going to be used in the whole physics. Okay, so first topic is differentiation. Okay, now in differentiation, first thing comes is quantity. What is quantity? Basically anything which can be measured is known as quantity. Okay, quantity are basically of two types, constant quantity and variable quantity. Constant quantity is something of which value is fixed, like 1, 2, 3, pi, na. Pi is basically 22/7 and na is basically Avogadro's number, like 6.02 into 10 to the power 23. These things are constant, like capital G, gravitation, that is also constant. So anything which is constant comes under constant quantity. Now second thing is variable quantity. Here value is not fixed. Okay, so it can be x, y, z, etc. Now next thing comes is function. What exactly is a function? It is a relation between two or more variables. Okay, like suppose y equals x square plus 1. So we write it like this: y is equal to function of x, or y is a function of x. Okay, in that way we write it. Next thing comes is concept of change. Basically there are two types of change: large change and small change. Large change is basically any change which can be observed. Like suppose let's see, I am taking a rubber band here. Okay, so if I just stretch it, before it was its length was this, and now it, after stretching it, it becomes this much. So it is an observable change, so it comes under large change. So its initial length was this much and final length is this much. So change in length is calculated by LF, final length, minus the initial length. Okay, so this is basically large change. Second thing comes is small change. Like see, I am taking this scale here. Okay, now I am putting some force and just stretching it. I am stretching it very hard, but can you see any change? No, but there is some amount of change in it. Like see, this is now this much. After I put a lot of force in it, there is a little change in it. So that we cannot observe such small changes, but at the microscopic level there is a possibility that you will see some changes. Whenever you apply force, there is some change. So maybe it might be too small or sometimes too big. Like you can take one more example. For example, growth of your hair. Okay, your hair is growing every second, but we cannot observe it. Now this can also be calculated by final change minus length of final change minus length of initial change. Okay, next thing comes is rate of change. Okay, what is exactly rate of change? See, if y is a function of x and x is changing, then y will also change. The ratio of change of y and x is known as the rate of change with respect to see, the ratio of change is denoted as y equals f of x. Y is function of x. Okay, so delta y by delta x equals y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Next thing comes is average rate of change of y with respect to x, and its formula is delta y upon delta x, which is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Okay, and next thing is instantaneous change of y with respect to x, and its formula is delta y by delta x, and we just write delta y by delta x in the form dy upon dx. Okay, where there is negligible change, or can say x is equal to 0, means there is very little change, minute change which is not observable so easily. Like I made you see with the scale one. Okay, now there are some formulas for differentiation. Today we are going to discuss some of them, and rest of them we will discuss in the coming videos. So first one is when y is equal to constant. Okay, so dy upon dx will be equal to d bracket constant by dx is equal to 0. Okay, I'll let this will help you to visualize better. Now next thing comes is rate of change. Rate of change is basically if y is the function of x, then when x will change, then y will also change. Okay, the ratio of change in y and x is known as rate of change of y with respect to x, and it can be written as delta y upon delta x, which is also equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Okay, next thing comes is average rate of change with of y with respect to x, that is also delta y upon delta x. After that is instantaneous rate of change of y with respect to x, and it is also delta y upon delta x, which is equal to dy upon dx. Now next comes formulas for differentiation. There are basically some formulas which we are going to use in differentiation chapter. Okay, first is when y equals constant, then delta dy upon dx will be equal to d constant upon dx, which is further equal to 0, because there is negligible change when y is constant. Okay, now let us see some examples. This will help you to visualize better. Now see, we have taken first example y equals 5. Okay, so dy upon dx is equal to d bracket 5 by dx, so this will be 0. Okay, similarly let us see one more example, y equals pi, so dy upon dx equals d bracket pi upon dx is equal to 0. Similarly for all other values, okay, when y is equal to constant. Next equation is y equals x to the power n. Okay, here also it is constant, so dy upon dx will be equal to d bracket x to the power n by d dx. Okay, so here see, this n will come out and it will become nx to the power n minus 1. We will subtract n from minus 1 and n will also come down. Let us see this example. When y equals x to the power 5, okay, so dy upon dx equal to dx to the power 5 by dx. See, this 5 comes here, okay, and we have subtracted 5 minus 1, sorry, this is 4, it is exactly, yes, 5 minus 1, which will give us 5x to the power 4. Similarly for y is equal to x cube, dy upon dx, so this 3 will come down and 3 minus 1 will give us 2, so 3x square. Okay, even it is all for the fraction also, like x to the power 3 by 2, dy upon dx is equal to this 3 by 2 will come down here, 3 by 2 into x, 3 by 2 minus 1 gives us 1 by 2, so 3 by 2 x to the power 1 by 2. Third formula is y equals k x to the power n, okay, where k and n are constant, so its formula is just like the previous one, dy upon dx is equal to d bracket k x to the power n divided by dx. Okay, so here this k will come out, so this k dx to the power n by dx. See, this was the formula of previous equation also, so n will come down here and minus 1 also, so formula is k bracket n x to the power n minus 1. Let us see this example, y equals 5x to the power 6. See, this 5 is a constant here, so I have taken it out of the bracket, then this 6 comes down here, 6x, now 6 minus 1 will give us 5, so 5 into 6 x to the power 5, 6 5s are 30 and x to the power 5. We can even leave it up to this one, or we can even solve it further. Okay, no problem in that. Now see one more example, y equals minus 2 x to the power minus 5. First we will take out this 2 out of the this thing, so minus 2 bracket, now this minus 5 will come down here, minus 5 minus 1 will give us minus 6, so minus 2 into minus 5 x to the power minus 6, so minus 2 minus 5 becomes plus 10 into 10 x to the power minus 6. We can even simplify it further, like this is minus 6, so it will become 10 by x to the power 6. Okay, there is no problem, or we can even leave it up to here also. Okay, let us see one more example, like y equals 5 by x to the power 7. First we will convert it into general form, so it will become 5x to the power minus 7. This x will go up, then there will be a minus sign, 5x to the power minus 7. So now we will put the formula, dy upon dx equal to we will take out the 5 out, 5 multiplied by minus 7 will come down here, and minus 7 minus 1. So, minus 7 x to the power minus 8. So, minus 5 into minus 7 gives us minus 35 x to the power minus 8. Now, there are some general formulas which we are going to discuss now. Okay. So, first is when y equals sin x, then dy upon dx is equal to cos x. Okay. We will have to memorize these formulas. Y equal to cos x, then dy upon dx is equal to minus of sin x. Okay. Now, sixth is y equal to tan x, then dy upon dx equal to sec square x, or basically you can just find that there is a link between them, like in cos there is sin, and in sin there is cos, and similarly tan and sec, and cosec and cot we will see the relation. Y equal to sec x, then dy upon dx is equal to sec x tan x. Okay. Next formula is y equal to cosec x, dy upon dx is equal to minus cosec x cot x. Ninth is y equal to cot x, dy upon dx is equal to minus cosec square x. 10th is y equal to e to the power x. You know, we have discussed the formula of e equals 2.718, and e is a constant number. Okay. So, dy upon dx is equal to e to the power x. There is no change in this formula. Okay. Now, y is equal to log e x. Okay. It can also be written as ln x. So, its formula is dy upon dx is equal to 1 by x. See, there is a small thing you can use to memorize these formulas. Okay. Like, see, wherever the function is with starts with c, then there is a negative sign. See, this cos starts with c, so there is a negative sign. C, like cot c, then cosec, there is minus sign. Similarly here. Okay. There is a relation between sin and cos, cosec and cot, sec and tan. Okay. So, you can also memorize in this way also. That's all for today. Thank you.